I do want to go back. This morning, I ended up turning to a channel that I never watch just to see what was being said about the proceedings. I thought it was interesting that they were ridiculing some of my colleagues on this side of the aisle for bringing up the behavior of past Supreme Court hearings. This is really the appropriate venue to do it. I guess we could talk about it when we're reviewing intellectual property or something else, but contextually, this is the time to do that. And I think we all have to agree that the behavior in the Kavanaugh hearing was inappropriate. I hope we never get back to it.
Senator Thom Tillis there, again, not pointing out names, but he is talking about potentially this morning, Joe feature point when they were talking about what Lindsey Graham had been doing in his ridiculous questions to Ketanji Brown Jackson about her Christianity. Watch what maybe Thom Tillis was talking about.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how faithful would you say you are in terms of religion? You know, I go to church probably 3 times a year, so that speaks poorly of me. Or do you attend church regularly?
It's really hard for me to find something that is probably less scriptural based. A question. Asking somebody to grade their Christianity on a scale of 1 to 10.
There's so many things wrong with that.
That's somewhere in Deuteronomy or something like that. You know, the scale. I mean, it's
holy
it would have been great if she had said, "I go to 11."
Yeah,
that
the grievance signaling this week has been.
Yeah, you trademarked that.
Trademark. Yeah. What was it? Republican grievance signaling. RGS, and this week it has been on full display. He did his best, James Brown. Said he hoped that terrorists died at Gitmo, and then left the stage, fell to the ground. The only thing that was missing was somebody trying to put a cape on. Godfather, come in, Godfather. But throws it off. And Lindsey goes, I hope they die in jail, those terrorists. And then he runs off of the stage. I'm telling you, that's entertainment. Turn that up to 11, will ya?
I mean, it was kind of funny, but I think that's why Senator Tillis did seem to specifically point out that particular moment, because when you're looking for attention and you want it only from the folks who are gonna praise you for the ridiculousness, you have to be prepared for people who are gonna clown you for the ridiculousness, because that's what you're peddling. Hey, if you're gonna put yourself out there, go ahead and expect it, especially as a senator when you're supposed to be doing something else there in the confirmation hearings. Let's jump down to the second graphic here, because it wasn't just Morning Joe that got to these guys. Also, AOC tweeted things out, as you could imagine. She says, when you're far more qualified than the person determining your qualifications, as she pointed out, with Lindsey Graham sitting there having to listen to Brown Jackson, who he absolutely does not respect in whatsoever. Also, Nina Turner ripped into this as well about the qualifications of Republicans there. For overqualified women who have to remain calm, friendly, knowledgeable, and professional in front of underqualified men, Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer. I think that's something also people are pointing out as well. So again, if you don't want to be criticized for being ridiculous. I mean, I'm not sure if Thom Tillis had any of those moments, but he didn't appear to be popping up the way that these two, Cruz and Graham, were. So just calm down. What are you worried about your boys for? That's their the track, and that's their strategy for promoting themselves politically. That's what they're doing. So maybe you don't want to involve yourself with them unless that was your plan and you reeled back once you saw how over the top they went. I don't know, but I'm not sure what his defense problem is. But again, they're worried about how people see them. They're not worried about doing their jobs, which again, I think goes back to Ben Sass's point. You put a camera in front of these types of guys and they want everything to be broadcast and rebroadcast and show it over and over again, but they don't want anyone to criticize them for what they're doing. Well, that doesn't come with the territory. Sorry, bro.